That's a picture of my wife right there. She's on the front row right here. She's absolutely incredible. This is another picture of her right here. We were at a convention for business a couple months ago, and this is a table of ours where we got some books and things for sale, and people come up, and people that know us kind of know that even like in the business world that we're involved with, that there's this really high faith element. And that we'll pray for people, and that like if we're leading a business workshop, we'll pray for people, and that we believe that miracles happen, and we've seen miracles happen in our own life, in our family's life. We've seen that with other people. We've prayed for them, like real legit, like, miracle things like Jesus did and the disciples did, and that some of you have done, and that some of you have seen, and that some of you are actually going to see like today and this week, and as a ripple effect of what you learn today. Some of you have experienced that. And so people routinely come up, and so there's this lady comes up to her while we're right there, and Christy's got the books, I'm talking to someone, and this lady's there, and Christy just reaches over. She didn't even know I took that picture. She probably doesn't even know I have it. And it's a beautiful picture because it's just in the moment of just kind of spontaneously being present. She reaches out and she prays for someone. And I love the top there where the lady's lays her hand on her hand that's laying hands on her. It's just this intimate moment where the Father can do anything that he wants to, anytime that he wants to, any place that you are. Because like that song, I'm gonna lift my hands till I reach heaven. I mean, heaven's right here. If you just kind of get them out of your pocket, you got it. It's there. Some of you don't have the strength because you're weighted by so much. It's if you can just, you've got it. And so these moments like this happen all the time. And here's why I share this. Because what happened because of that is something that happened because of you guys. So I'm in a staff kind of lunch type thing out there in the Connection a couple weeks ago. And I'm sitting there and we're kind of talking about some things you guys are wanting to do with online things and classes. And I wore the shirt today. I was running this morning and I had a suit planned. Just doesn't look like it would have gone on well here at all. It's I really felt like the Lord kind of jacked up my wardrobe this morning. Said, no, go get that T-shirt. And because it's I didn't even think about it. It's freedom. That's like your call signal, right? That's your thing. Okay, healing's kind of my thing. And we were talking about empowerment that day. It was all Jesus. And so Matt's sitting there, and evidently, if you're a first-time visitor, here's what you need to do. We're still in the introduction, by the way. But I'm going to talk really fast when we get to the material, okay? So here's what you need to do. There's a connection card right there, and if you'll fill out your name and write your cell phone number, and maybe your email address might be there. Here's what's going to happen. Nobody's going to show up at your house. Matt explained this to me. Here's what he started doing, okay? Visitors, first-time visitors, not going to single you out. Please try this. Members, don't do this. Don't overwhelm the system, okay? Here's what he does, is he will get the cell phone. I've got one right here. He will get his, and he will get the video out, and he will send you a message and say something like, hey, I'm Matt Hobson. I'm at Word Alive. You filled out this connection card. We're so glad that you came. I think the Lord's going to have an amazing week from you. Sometimes the Lord will even give him something for you, and he'll impart it. And I said, well, how's that going? And he says, well, people text back. Complete strangers. I'm a stranger. And they text back and say, hey, pray for me. I got a job interview this week. Okay, praying for you. Text back, boom, I got the job. All this amazing stuff. And I thought, man, if somebody can do that with people visiting the church, and first it was a testament to Kent who's watching, that Kent didn't have to be the guy on the video. He would empower somebody and say, hey, yeah, do it, run with it, have that idea, have that freedom. But I thought, okay, so he does this. So I'm thinking, I bet you can do this with prayer. So Christy is at that story, at that convention, and I reached down, I shoot the picture of her, snap, she's got it, and then this lady walks up that probably wanted to get to her, but couldn't because she's talking, and so she comes to me. And she says, hey, my husband has stage 4 cancer, will you pray for him? And what she meant was, will you put him on your prayer list? And I just thought that never works because, I'm busy. I'll forget, the prayer works, but let's do it right now, right here. And so she thought, okay, all right, let's do it right now. And I said, give me your cell phone. And she said, what? It's like, give me your cell phone. Like, yeah, give me your phone. And so she gave it to me. I put it right there. I put it on like the selfie video mode. I said, come here. Put it beside her. We stood right there. And I started praying for this guy. And it was simple, and the Lord gave us some words for him that there's no way like we would have known unless it was just the Father speaking in the moment. And so I thought, well, that's done. And she goes, well, why did you do that? And I thought, well, and she was real happy that we did it. She's crying, all this kind of, we thought, well, here's the deal. Because if I pray for you out loud right now, it's powerful. I mean, Jesus did these long distance miracle things all the time, but then you're going to be like calling him and you're going to be at home and you're like, honey, this guy prayed for you and here's kind of what he said, and you're going to kind of forget. But if like we captured on video, you can send it to him right now. He can see me, he can see you, and then you guys can play that thing as many times as you want. And so, now get it, I never thought of it till I'm in this house and get the idea from the freedom that comes from someone else, a brother in the house. Okay? So here's what happens. She missed a webinar we had on healing. I'm going to invite you to one of those in the middle of the message today. Dear Andy, I'm so sorry you missed the webinar. Is there any way to hear an audio recording or get a transcript of what was taught? She just wants the information. Next slide is P.S. I saw you at convention this year. I asked you to pray for my husband, Carl, who's battling stage 4 melanoma. At that time, he was in a wheelchair, totally on feeding tube nutrition. In the past 3 weeks, he's regained his ability to walk independently. 3 days ago, his ability to taste regular food and like it. It all came back. That came from something, an idea that came inside this house. I'm telling you, like the guys that are sitting right there in the middle, like you guys are in the right place at the right time. That's a magic seat right there. But all of you, this is an incredible place.